Oh, of course. I might get better. I might get a better try, but this try right here, 1, 2, 3. I don't know. It's got to be for quite a bit, it seems like. Kind of crazy how our bird's next to it, too. The yellow bird. But look how it looks completely different. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Isn't Try something? He's very creepy. Isn't he something? Yeah, he is. Mysterious fairy. Mysterious fairy. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to top this face. The highlight, of course, was the first thing I pointed to. This try face. It's gonna be pretty hard to top for quite a bit. The bird shouldn't be that nasty, but then again, you know what birds do when they fly and they hate somebody's car. So, car, right? Zelda? Maybe. There's the leg up, right? We don't want that leg up. We do actually, though. Fallen Star, we do. But just, it's a dang devil egg. Yeah, it is basically a devil egg, though. I can't deny the fact that the legs are really amazing, and like any chance I get at legs or anything, I'm just like, wow, the shiny reference is this one up here, right? It's like the bird pooping, right? I'll go a little bit further, though. You know what I'm saying? I'll go a little bit further. Okay. Side hover. These tries are very creepy, so I'm trying to think that if they wanted to, if they want a half, there's a half, The thing about it, too, is the Zelda enemies, remember, when we first got the trailer, okay? We first got this trailer to Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, the green slimes. Of course, they're going to be shiny. But this is just showing you that shells are beautiful. Shells are a masterpiece. And that's what makes us look at this. Look how creepy this thing's looking, right? Looking like an insect, right? If we could flip this, see how creepy this is? If we could actually flip this rather than trying to look at it like as a pair of legs or something, but if we could flip this, it could definitely easily be a flea. Could easily be a flying flea. Which is most likely, the sputter. There's the loop, of course. Why is it's just crazy that there's like a bunch of amazing highlights, They're not going to really overshadow this one. This one's just crazy. Especially when you got the Mortal Kombat DLC coming out also. That does look good. That is very underestimated. There's a 1, too. It's the tiny dots, right? So that's a 1, too. That's pretty good. That is good. That is good. I don't even think they have to use the right size of the dots, or like the right size, or like what they're supposed to be like, because they're just like, yeah, we put the mouth, and I'm like, but that's the thing. See, they're putting legs because legs can make a face easily. A pair of legs can make a face. And it's always cool to look at this. In the past, I've talked about this. So, you'd be looking at this like for the foot, right? Or like the pair of legs. But you could, if you really wanted to, you could cut this leg off and be like, what's up with the space here? The space is good. Oh my gosh. The faces, they look very creepy. They look very out of this world kind of stuff. That's what the faces look like. They just look like that. I don't understand why, but that's the point. that they're mysterious, like trying to figure out what they are. Um, yes, the little teaser they have at the end of the new trailer. Yeah, the of going under. Yeah, it's gonna get very creepy. She didn't go like in kind of like this time it wasn't like Twilight Princess, where the enemy was falling through the hole. This time it was pretty scary. It was pretty scary. It was stuck in kind of stuff. Um, it's very creepy, honestly. The way people, you gotta be curious about people's brains too. And this one is good also. Yeah, this one's good also. But it's really it's just like a whole entire bird insect thing. See, that's a bird insect thing. But like I actually, somebody else I know that had an opinion that they love like third, they just like third person. We can definitely add this two tiny hole. The tiny holes are insane. I wish I had like a better tiny hole example, right? Because I was showing something like this yesterday, but like I wish I had a better tiny hole example, because the tiny faces, I don't forget the tiny faces from Shadow of the Colossus. But a person, this is like Coco stuff up here too, but a person was kind of like, what was it? Sit-ups are crazy too. There's leg up, there's sit-up, there's Majora's Mask, there's all kinds of things, right? But this is kind of, if I were to look at this and I was to tell you what I would think of this, right? You could think Jester, but you could also think Uni. You could think Uni and Jester. See what I'm saying? You don't just have to think Jester, but you could think Uni. You don't have to just think Demi. It could also be a whole entire Uni thing. But Sharp Foot would make it to Ray. But yeah, Ray is probably one of the best because you got to shine up above, leg up Coco. Yes, there's did you notice how Princess Zelda's hair looks now? She definitely looks like a Xenoblade character now. She just looks exactly like a Xenoblade character, which is very scary. But very, very scary. The I don't know why I just keep not get into this. I think it's like, okay, so I get it. You like Tears of Kingdom, you like Breath of the Wild. I like Breath of the Wild. And Tears of Kingdom, I've seen the good parts of Tears of Kingdom. But what's crazy is that this new view, going back to the overtop Zelda view, right? And then having like a little hole like that, and then putting that hole right there, that was very scary. That was so scary. They didn't have to, for one, they didn't have to put it in third person. Mario 64, Mario 64 is a third person game, right? And you can switch the camera in Mario 64, But yeah, they made that very scary. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Also, the hole does. The hole is a crazy argument with Shadow of the Colossus. Also, Shadow of the Colossus has crazy things. The Donald Trump. Remember the Donald Trump? What Donald Trump said about like drilling a hole. Yeah. So it's the Shadow of Colossus hole is pretty crazy. There's a lot of crazy things in Shadow of Colossus. Shadow of Colossus is pretty insane. The Mario 64, though, like, I go with the Mario 64 one, and I'll tell you why I go with it, because I know some things. I know exactly everything about the beds. I know about the... we'll go deep into this video. The tiny spider, they're sick. They are so sick in the head. I really like that because it makes Skyward Sword that much of a better game. Whenever you kill the spiders, whenever you go and kill the spiders of Skyward Sword, that's a very crazy part. And that happens early in the game. And of course, Garium's right behind you. He's like he ain't in front of you. He right behind you. He gets behind you twice, and yeah, they don't. That's the thing. They use shells, and they use shells in so many different ways. So when the spider is crushed, right? When the spider is crushed, and the thing is, when I went to the Mario 64 secret, I don't know. I kind of have an idea of what they're talking about, right? But like when a spider dies, claw, right? Have you ever looked at Goal? You should definitely look at Goal. Goal's wrists. He puts his wrist down. Those are wrists of fatigue. That's like a wrist of fatigue, and he's like, "Ooh, are they finally gonna get that?" That's where his good phrase comes from. They're gonna, if they do, Big Brother, get to the claw. And yes, Jak and Daxter, the original Jak and Daxter, very scary video game. Very good boss battles. Very scary game. Very, very, very scary game. And that's why there's this flea stuff around here, But the insect spider, the shiny, I've been really focused on shiny. Do you know in Pokemon Scarlet, right? When you're fighting the new team members, the vehicle Pokemon. You know which Pokemon I'm talking about. You know which one I'm talking about. That's a very good moment. That's why I'm not like. I say that Pokemon. I don't even hate Pokemon Scarlet. I just tell people that Pokemon Scarlet does a very good thing of like just being blatant in your face, which makes sense. I mean, you got what Sonic the Hedgehog, Metal Sonic the Hedgehog Pokemon. Those are straight up metal Sonic Hedgehog Pokemon. And but like the thing about Scarlet is Scarlet has coins. They have a bunch of coins that you can. They have a bunch of product. They have the cat advertised a lot, but they're in a sick, disgusting way. Like I prefer Sword and Shield because Scarlet's just very sick in the head. Scarlet's kind of like, hey, here's a pink bird. Oh, here's the bird. Here it is standing, which is crazy too. Because if you're an Erdtree fan, newsflash, you're a Pokemon fan. That dang Flamingo Pokemon, it kills everything in that dang game. You can catch that Flamingo and you can get through the game pretty fast. As soon as you catch that bird, for some reason, you just do auto battles with the bird, and he starts killing every single Pokemon, and he makes it like so easily. I think that you only get like one time where you're stuck a little bit, but not really. He's still able to change his moveset and kill the gym leader that's trying to stop him from. So you can get far in the game, and the caves are crazy. The overmap in Scarlet, yeah, there's a lot of crazy things in that game. And if anything, that when you like step out of the cave, there's all the ray kind of stuff, right? Of Pokemon Scarlet, but like Sword and Shield, that's the one that's so odd. That's the odd one, right? Because what we've been saying in this video, right? Insects. You know what I'm saying? Insects. So yeah, that's definitely where I get to like the conclusion. I get to like the moments like that. Like I'm like, oh, okay. It'd be nice even with this one. See this try right here? 1, 2, 3. This is more of like an incomplete try. This is a try that's incomplete. And it seems like both these tries are being quite the character because the highlights over here, right? So both these tries right here are just being like, what the heck? I love Screamer, by the way. I do. I love Screamer. People make the funniest videos on YouTube, by the way. They're like, why does he keep pointing to melons? Well, I have to point to melons. There's going to be a fruit smoothie in Zelda. Do you know what Xenosaga is? It's nothing but smooth. It's nothing but coconut. That's Xenosaga. A whole entire stand and like a whole entire shop. And then Shin Megami Tensei, the three, all three of them. Soul Hackers 2. We got a Blatant 2 right here. Yeah. 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 Fantasia.